Hello everyone, this is Liam Durbin of ePonies.com. This is the first in what I hope will be an ongoing event where I cover one race per week, perhaps more, and break it down for you in a video which I'll put on my YouTube channel. I don't know how well it'll go or how well my computer will do with this sort of thing, but it's worth giving it a shot, so here goes. This week's race is the Kentucky Turf Cup from Kentucky Downs. This is a grade 3 event going a mile and a half on turf. We'll be taking them in order of the morning line from the favorite to the longest shot on the board. First up is the favorite, Rahi Strada, at 9-5. Rahi Strada is the class of the race with almost $1.2 million in lifetime earnings. Much of his big class advantage and the big class differential in the computer ratings comes from his recent third place effort in the Arlington Million. Just a year ago, he ran the Arlington Million and finished a respectable fifth. Then he came here to this event and won relatively easily as a heavy favorite. With his experience of this track and his recent effort in the Million, he's a deserving favorite and will probably have to be beaten. Despite being 8 years old, he's proven he's still got game. Next we have Iowa Big Time at 5-2. This horse never seems to get much respect. His last win came just 2 races back, but at odds of 41-1. His next time out was a lesser stakes race, but he still was sent off as just second choice, although fairly well bet. My computer didn't like him all that much, placing him third behind Kindergarten Kid. The interesting thing about that win at 41-1 is that it came at this distance. It does seem from his racing history that his chances get better as the length of the race gets extended. It wouldn't be a huge surprise to see this one get up for a piece, but I'm going to treat him, that long shot win, as a bit of a fluke and predict that he may back up today. Third choice is Kindergarten Kid at 9-2. My computer picked this guy second by a hair over Iowa Big Time. The first thing that jumps out at me with this horse is his lack of class. He did try graded events down at Gulfstream in the winter and ran respectably enough in both of them with a 4th and 5th place effort, but he took a class drop after that and is yet to fire in the cheaper company. 2 races back, he was a well-beaten short-price favorite. His most recent effort up at Saratoga was strong, overcoming a wide trip to get up for place money. That effort was apparently enough for his connections to move him up to graded events. Other than the favorite, this field is not stacked with a ton of class, so his jump back to graded stakes company is not all that bad. He has a shot, I think, to hit the board certainly, and could even get up and win if he runs a big race. Tahoe Lake comes in to this one off a decent effort in Grade 1 company, where he finished a respectable 5th, despite fairly lofty odds of 26-1. 3 races back, also in Grade 1 company, he finished 3rd after going off at 30-1. In between those 2 graded events, he was a beaten favorite in a lesser stakes race. In that race, it was not a case of him running all that poorly, as much as it was just some other horse turned into a really big race. So he could be an improving horse. This race is arguably a softer field than his last race. Lake Drop was well bet in his first start in the U.S. and finished a respectable 4th amongst very respectable company at Arlington Park. His racing history seems to indicate that he's capable of much more, so I would not be too surprised at all if he turns in a stronger performance in this one. He should certainly benefit from the added distance, and at 8-1 he looks like a great value. Cozy Kitten has not won a race since the last time he raced over the Kentucky Downs track a year ago. In that effort, he went off the favorite against a much softer field. It appears that he took that win as a launching platform in a company he couldn't compete with, and has been slowly drifting down ever since. This race is full of talent, so it's not exactly a step down to where he can win. It would take a really big effort. Canaveral has 3 races under his belt stateside, all of them at Saratoga, but has not shown all that much yet. This company is not any softer than any of those 3, so this race is probably not the one for him to bust into the winner's circle. Resif raced in this event last year and was fairly well bet, but he took a wide trip and never really got into the race. He's dropped as low as $20,000 claiming company since then, looking for a win, but is still not fired. He looks to be really outclassed in this one today. Overall, there's not a lot of speed in this one, so I expect a fairly moderate pace. Rahi Strada should be close to the pace, along with Tahoe Lake. Rahi Strada is the indicated horse, and he's proven he can win over this course. As an older horse, his last race in the Arlington Million showed he can still get up and go. For a spoiler price, I'd look at Lake Drop. His first attempt stateside was at a distance that is not his best. He should improve with the added distance, and with one more race under his belt, he could be primed to fire this time. How he takes to the turf course at Kentucky Downs is a wild card, but at 8-1, it's certainly worth a shot. His odds may creep even higher before post time. So certainly look to see Rahi Strada win again. He's the indicated horse, and for a spoiler, I'll be placing a little bit of backup money on Lake Drop. That's how I see it. Good luck.